What's up, guys? Daddy Rooster 88 coming at you with a podcast, and we're gonna co-host this one. And my partner here.
Markio lives. Yeah. This is for both of our channels, so we're putting this out here just to speak on things, just small topics here and there, and yeah, straight into it.
Yeah, we end up talking about stuff, and then I'm like, man, we could have made a podcast out of that.
Yeah.
That's what happens all the time. Like we get into these deep discussions, and then we're like, man, we should have recorded that for the people.
And it'd be like it start off like just small thing, and then we'll bring something up, and then it'll just start getting bigger and bigger, and then now we're into this.
So when I talk about something, and it's gonna relate to fitness. Right now we're doing that. We got that in common with this with our channels. And when I start talking about it, it's like from my point of view. I'm 50 years old, and the fitness industry is blowing up right now. And there's a whole different. There's all kinds of different age groups in there, but it does seem like the most popular ones. Well, I mean, you could argue that, but the ones that are blowing up are the younger crowd, right? I mean, you could speak to that.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the Trend Twins.
Oh yeah. So like nowadays that a lot fitness is getting more bigger, and like people are getting more widespread.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, like I brought up the topic that like the Trend Twins, for example, how in one of their videos it was their intro, and I think it was Mikey. It might be wrong, might be the other one, but he was wearing like this shirt. It was called like I Heart Trend, and but they talked about it. It was literally like, oh, we don't like support it and this and that, but we like to do it just for like the irony. And they're talking about how like irony nowadays is like it's big, like people like it.
Yeah, and people like me, we don't always take it that way. Like we're not used to the irony like that, where it's like when you say something, we're like we take it for face value, and we're like thinking, is this guy really promoting that? You know what I mean? Like we're just a cautious age group, and we're like, I mean, the whole thing started because I got some comments on a couple of my videos, and somebody was saying how I shouldn't. I don't know if they said shouldn't exactly, and I wish I could read it to you what they said, but they're talking about how the fitness industry and so promoters, bodybuilders, influencers, I mean, are kind of like glorifying steroid use and stuff like that,
substances and enhancements and all that.
If I kind of go with that, then I'm kind of like going along with that, but I don't agree with that.
Yeah, like we, especially with my dad, and it's like, well, he's already like past his. I wouldn't say prime. He's in his prime right now, but he doesn't need that. Like, and he's doing his jujitsu, and he goes for his runs, and he's active. Like he's every day. He's going up early in the morning, and he's grinding it out, man. Like weightlifting, like it's definitely a better feeling now than it was like 3-4 years ago, huh?
Oh yeah, man.
Just health wise, like
it's different. Back when I was working out before, like I really never stopped. I mean, I did stop, but I've been working out since high school. Even a little bit before that. Nowadays people start like early.
yeah.
He started early, but I think weight training in general was starting to get traction, becoming really popular under my in the 90s when I was in high school, like from the 85 to 90s. The weight room was always there, I could be wrong. You know, the athletes before me, I don't know how much they were using it. It seemed like it was there, you know, quite a bit before I got there. So I probably am a little bit wrong on that, but I never experienced it until I got in, and weight training just became a part of my
Routine.
daily. I mean, if you were in sports, you're in weight training. It's automatic. They throw you in there.
Yeah, it's well now well like where the high school I go to, and our coach, he's a teacher, and he's like the weight training. So yeah, he tells us that if like we're required to be in the weight room zero period, and we'll last semester, first semester during football season, I would do double zero, so I'd go zero period, and then my first period was weight training also, so I would go work out twice, and then go practice after school.
Yeah, it's crazy now. Like the weight training, it's getting more and more specific sport concentrated, and there's more. Well, we've learned more in these years, so
Oh yeah.
now it's like it's more plyometrics and all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff. And
like in the weight room. It's not really focused on like getting bigger. It's more like endurance, strength, and just it's mainly we do like a compound lift every each day, and then we'll have like the extra plyometric movements and all that, like medicine ball, crunches, biceps, or like we'll do like what are those one things that Tyreek Hill does? The he like has his you're on your knees, and you're like falling down like a centric movement
uh huh.
or decentric, whatever, and it's for your hamstrings. It's just like you're trying to hold it all the way down, and then you come back up. It's like that type of movement.
Yeah. The like when I was in school, the movements they were basic. So it was like, you know, the compound, the bench. We had something called towel bench. I don't even know if
What did you say, towel? Or
towel bench.
what?
So what it was we had this thing. It was like I guess you could say it was like a foam roller thing. Like I'm
Oh,
talking
like
about the
you
shape.
put it on your chest,
Yeah,
and like half reps
it
type.
was a real thick pad. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to,
yeah,
not like a sleeping bag, but but like in the middle. So
yeah, yeah.
and shoot, I remember like right now it's coming to my mind, and then we had it like it was like duct taped all kinds because
Okay.
it gets used over and over.
Oh
And
shit.
back then it was like budget, you know, we don't get
Uh,
new stuff. But you lay that down on your chest, and you do what it is basically is you're doing partial reps. So you go
well,
heavier.
I'm like it's like well we do like box squat. Well, I don't want to switch it up, but like box squat, it's not. It's more like to lock out. That's what it is. It's like gets you to that lockout movement, and doing those half reps, and you're usually when you get stuck and you get it off, you're stuck in the middle, and you know
Yeah,
you
that
need that extra like that
yeah,
that
that
that push,
last that
and then
last push.
that's what that
That
does.
that's that was the other thing we had too was the box squat. So we had squat, we had cages too, man. We weren't back in the dark ages. We had squat cages, but we had we did box squat, and we had basically a box, and it did have a pad on it. I mean, I guess they bought it. I don't think they made it, but it had a pad, and you know, partially squat, so
Did
you
you
go halfway and you go extra.
did you guys used to do like deadlift and all that?
We did do deadlift. It wasn't like
Focus, like wasn't like a
it
focus thing?
wasn't a focus back then, and what we focused a lot on power clean though.
Yeah, yeah, us too. I feel like well that is like a athletic movement because it's a full body. You know, it goes down to your legs all the way up to upper body. It's a
Yeah, power clean was huge. And there was a separate day we called it auxiliary, and you just did whatever you want. There was no guidance
like a
on
free
that.
like a free do
Yeah,
free
you do.
workout.
That's when you do your curls. No, actually, we did track curls, but that's when you did your side lats and all that kind of stuff.
Like a regular workout. You do
Yeah,
like a workout specifically for a body muscle group.
yeah. We did have a leg press, so that was. I told people about that, and they're like,
There
"You
we
had a leg press?" I'm
go.
like, "I don't know how we had a leg press. in high school, but we did. So we were blessed on that.
Every time I think of a leg press, dude, I think of Ronnie Coleman, dude. Like, that's crazy.
Yep.
He did what he do. I don't know. It was 2,000 or no? It was 1,000.
I don't know, man. I lost track after
I don't know,
so
man.
many 45s and all that. It was like
Yeah.
I can't even. I could barely count what I got. You know what I mean?
I know, but
Shout out to Lindsay High School in the math department. Because my math is not that sharp like it should be. But hey, no excuse. It's all my fault. Got to pay attention in school.
yeah, that's a big factor.
And so like going back to what our weight room looked like, it was, I mean, just what you need. So I mean, it wasn't crazy fancy machines. We didn't have weight stacks where you do leg extensions and all that. We didn't have that, but we had what we needed, and that's what I have in my garage. So, you know, it's an easy transition for me. What I do remember, and I want to before I forget, let me tell you, I want to get back to the steroid thing, but let me say this real quick. Remind me so I don't forget. What I do remember too, though, is how we had these boards on the walls, and we had a 200 club, 300 and 400.
Some old school thing.
It was a plywood.
Oh,
on the wall, a plywood, and you put an index card. The coach, my coach, the athletic director, was the coach, so we had the main dude there, the main chingon, and he would write our name on there in a black mark a lot, staple it on the board up there, so everybody could see you're in the 200 club, baby. And that's with bench.
I thought,
You add them up. I mean, now that I think about it, it wasn't a lot of weight. It's bench,
power clean.
No. I mean, I'll take that back. That was just for bench. So we tracked bench separate.
So it would be like bench. Squat.
No, that's another thing we did.
Oh.
That was called the Iron Man.
No.
So we had a 650 Iron Man. You add the bench, the squat.
No. I'm saying like you kept track of each group. Like you had the strongest bench guy, and then the strongest squat guy.
It just kind of worked out like that. You know what I mean? It was like prison. You know what I mean? Like the people. You kind of like separate, like, hey, these are the heavy hitters right here. These
are all the linemen.
These are the guys,
running backs and all that.
And then you got your guys that are freshmen struggling over here on this little bench with the barely can bench the bar. So I tell my wife, I go, hey, you're benching 85, dude. That's more than a lot of freshmen used to do. I'll tell you that. if that means anything to you, but it does to me. But so like going with that. One more thing on that, the Iron Man Club, it was, you put the power clean, bench, and squat together, you add it up, and it was 650. If you could do that, and that's something else. That's another achievement. So all that kind of stuff, it helped, man. I mean, mentally, you need to get tested sometimes.
It's like that. You want to be on the board, like.
Yeah,
it's like a motivational.
Yeah, thing. And you know what? It's you are competing against yourself, and but at the same time, you do like to show your peers a little bit. It's human nature,
especially like in the weight room. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean that's it.
I'm not even trying to like stereotype nothing, but that's just how it is. Like in the weight room, it's like, and it's like it's everybody. Like we all cheer each other on, and like if we go for PR, everybody gets. Didn't you used to?
Oh yeah, we would all get together. Yeah, the whole class would get together and be
watch the guy hit the PR.
The one guy's going for a PR, and it's crazy loud.
It's different, dude. When you're in that moment, dude, it's like,
dude, my coach, that guy was dude. Have you seen like Varsity Blues and all that? And the head coach, that's how he was. He was like serious, dead serious. He would not joke, and it was like,
if
you told him I'm going for a PR, you better be damn ready to do it, because you're wasting his time. If
you're wasting old class time.
Exactly, because we're all gonna shut down.
Did you guys all have? Did you have like the bell thing? Like, were you ringing the bell, or did not? I seen that it was like some high school in like Texas or something like that. Like freaking like.
Oh yeah,
big old like gym. He quit like whole like.
That's what I trip out on when I see videos like that on Instagram, and they're showing like Clemson and their weight room and Penn State, and it's like, dude, this is crazy.
You
But
see when Jalen Hurts squatted like what, like 600?
oh yeah, that's crazy. And he was
It could have been more, but
quarterback.
somewhere around there. I know he was strong, dude.
Yeah.
And it was like the first week he came into
What, college or pros?
no, when he transferred.
Oh, he from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he was Alabama. My bad.
Yeah, when he first transferred.
Yeah.
It was that week, and he hit the squat.
Yep.
That's crazy, dude.
Yep. So, yeah, he was Bama, and then he went to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, this kind of hard. I don't want to drop any names, anything like that, because you're still in high school.
Yeah.
So, but getting back to my experience, and this all goes back to the comment that the guy was telling me about, and I'm gonna find it right now in a minute, but about steroid, and back in my day, it was, I want to say it was getting up there, and because Arnold was getting up there.
That was when all like Mr. Olympian and all that was big.
Yeah, a lot of people,
Big like.
Nobody knew what was going on behind the scenes, really.
Nah, like they really thought like, oh, like he's just eating crazy, just
And
pumping iron.
I mean, not to take anything away from people that do that, because you still got to put the work in.
Oh yeah, for sure. He definitely worked hard. Like everybody, all of them, everybody like that's in the fitness.
No matter
industry.
what, he was gonna get big. Like even if he didn't take that, he was gonna get big because of his work ethic and
he's got good genetics.
Yeah, genetics, that's key, and
genetics.
and it just would have took him longer. That's all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, literally, it's just a boost. Like, and like, but like the thing is, like, it's like any other substance. Like, once you start it, and you gotta stay consistent.
Yeah.
But once you stop, then you start going down and you start losing it, and then it's like
it's one of those things.
It's like a pressure. Like I'm pretty sure they battle it. My bad, but like I'm pretty sure they think about it where it's like I don't want to stop because I'm gonna lose all what I gained. Yeah. So it's like pressure. Like they don't want to lose.
Talk about pressure. When you get to the professional sports, those guys they're fighting for their job.
Oh yeah, it's like there's like 1% chance that people go into the combine and all that.
Yeah, and then all that money on the line, and if they almost feel like if I don't take this, then I'm at a disadvantage.
Yeah, you feel like you're below everybody.
Yeah, you're the only one. It's accepted, whatever. I don't know. I can't say exactly.
Yeah, this is just happens. Like what we think.
Yeah, we could be wrong, and
tie and string together like what we seen
and this is our perceptive.
Yeah.
But I mean, this whole thing, it just evolved. It evolved. Like in when I was in high school, I know steroids was around, and I know one guy, maybe 2, 3, took it, and it was like brand new. We were like, oh shoot, this is crazy, like, but it was never offered to me or none of that. It was just like, I don't even know how that came about, but I do know those people had more money than we did, so it was probably, I don't know, it might not even have nothing to do with money. It could have been given to him or whatever, but
like dispense or something.
I'll just say that it was a skilled position because I don't want to say any names or anything like that. And you're in high school, so I wouldn't even say anything because we won't even go there. But we'll have this conversation another day, like 2 years from now.
Yeah, maybe when I'm not like.
Yeah, no, you're in it, so it's like you can't say yes or no.
Yeah, and like, who am I to judge people? We're not judging people, even though it kind of sounds like it. But it's like this is what we see and we've witnessed, and it's like, we feel like people might have the same opinion, but people might not have the same opinion.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, there's people that think, like, it's just they want to think anything, but hard work can do that. It'll like you started lifting early, and it was
and like people like even like it was like it would be a joke like they would say like, oh, like, what do you take?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
what do you take? I'm like, nothing, dude. The
Yeah.
only thing I do take, and like, I'm pretty sure it's common now, but it's like I take creatine,
Uh-huh.
and it's like a thing where it's like people question, is it a enhancement? I mean, it is an enhancement, but it's not like a crazy thing like TRT and all that. But it's just like it's literally just like water weight.
Yeah, creatine, that's a go-to, man.
It's just an extra like something.
That's the most, if you want to talk about supplements, and the most studied supplement
And it's even
and
in pre-workout.
safe.
It's even in pre-workout and all that.
Yeah,
So it's like
it's this one of those things where you're like, if you don't, you're fine, but if you do, it's just a kind
it's
of
like a balance thing. Like you don't really exceed. I mean, you can get super like blown up. It just depends like on your intake, and you have to be freaking like drinking water all day, crazy headaches because you don't drink enough water. It's a
yeah, you got to be careful in the early stages. People were taking creatine and they didn't know how much dose, and actually people actually died from that, like because they got
they don't know how to
so dehydrated.
yeah.
And but yeah, like, so it was just a little bit there when I was going up in the high school ranks, but yeah, I got out of it. I mean, I didn't get out of that, but I got out of working out, and I off and on here and there, COVID, this and that. A lot of years went by. I always had that in my background though.
Remember when we would work out in the backyard?
When COVID?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cause we had COVID. Me and him had COVID at like the same time, and we didn't wanna get my mom sick, cause she worked out in the garage too. So we like moved the weights in the backyard, and we brought the bench out there, and then we brought like the bar and all the dumbbells and stuff.
That's right. I remember that.
That's crazy.
It's like I had got out of it for a while, and then but he was needing it, and because of football, and my son was Marine, and he liked to work out, and he stayed with it, and
Still is.
and he would always tell me, "Hey, you want to work out or what?" And I'm like, "Oh, I should," but I was just thinking very
But
excuse.
think about it. When you did, how did you feel?
I felt good. I felt sore.
Yeah, cause he'd push you, dude.
Yeah,
You guys would go hard.
Sometimes you
dude.
need that. Yeah.
And that's why I like working out with him, because it's like he's a good like
Yeah.
he's strong, and so it's like you got a good spotter, and it's like he really pushes you, and it's like it's that's when I was in eighth grade. When I was in eighth grade, I would go in the morning before school, 4 a.m. with him, and then you pick me up, go to the gym, and yeah, man, like he showed me like everything I do now is from him, like all the movements and all that. Like he showed me a lot, and yeah, I got a lot of gains from it. No lie.
Yeah. Yeah. He would always tell me, "Hey, you gonna work out? You gonna work out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. Just thought of every excuse." But like he said, that eventually got in me where I said, "You know what? I'm starting to get some health problems. I need to." He's right. I need to do this, and there's no excuse. And that's kind of why I started my whole channel, Daddy Rooster 88 Motivate, to just give people a little daily reminder. You got the power within you. You just gotta do it. Get off that couch, like David Goggins says, and don't let anything stop you, and don't listen to the negativity and the comments.
Let it feed you.
That was huge. Like, I had to learn how to stop worrying about what other people thought.
Exactly. That's a big one, dude.
And yeah, I mean, I want to say my whole, I don't even know how many years I went where I was just like almost trying to make sure everybody was okay, and like
Pleasing others.
pleasing, that's the word.
Trying to please others, but you inside
It's not that I didn't care or wanted to.
Yeah. It was
or like I mean, it's not that I don't care now, and I know I don't want to please anybody. It's just that you can try to please people so much that yourself gets neglected in the back, and then next thing you know, year goes by, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You're not growing. You're stuck in one spot, and you never you're just not going nowhere.
Yeah. And well, I'm sure you prayed about it a lot.
Oh yeah,
It was just like mental battles. I'm pretty sure it was all mental battles, and like it's just
it is
hard
all
to.
mental.
It
It's
was
all
hard for
mental.
you, especially because you would talk about it too, like all the time, like oh, like I'm gonna start doing this, and then like you would start. This was before like,
Uh,
and then you would start for a little bit, go like maybe like 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then like something would happen, and then like you would fall back,
yeah,
and it was like on and off, and then one day I don't know, it was like you was like all of a sudden like something snapped in my dad, and it was like yeah, I can't be living like this no more.
yeah. It's when I got sick, and I got a whole video on that on my channel. I got sick, and it was like a wake up call that I'm only 50 years old. I'm starting to have some weird things health wise, and trying to pre-diabetic, this and that. My doctor's telling me, and I'm like, oh, like I can't believe this, but then at the same time, I can. I'm like, I knew
You
this.
don't want to believe it.
Yeah, I'm like, I knew this day was coming. I mean, you don't think about it when you're over there drinking 2, 3 rock stars a day. That's like the regular black sugar rock star, and because we're so go, and you don't think that's gonna add up. Well, it is. It is. So especially in my family, I had a history of that, diabetic family, and kidney disease and all that. And thank God that I got to this point where I got to change my life. A lot of people have this opportunity too.
Everybody has an opportunity.
They do, and it's never too late. You got to do it. It's too late when you are on your deathbed and you're saying, "I should have did it." Then it's too late.
Like I was watching a video, and it was about when
I'm trying to find that comment.
I literally had his name in my head. Pursuit of Happiness. No, not Pursuit of Happiness.
You're talking about Will Smith?
No, not Will Smith. He was like, it was. I'm sure it's in a click once I talk about it. It's when it was his graduation, and he was talking about how like, okay, when you get to your deathbed, and you have all these ghosts with you, all your
that's
potential wasted.
That's Denzel Washington.
Exactly. Yeah, him, Denzel Washington, and like it was crazy. Like that's so real because a lot of people don't take their chances. They don't use their potential because they were afraid to fail, or they didn't have no motivation. And motivation ties along. It could be self motivation, or it could be from a peer or like someone you see, and like that's why we do this, because we try to motivate people to see like there is hope, and anybody could do it. Anybody, it's possible.
Exactly. Don't rely on motivation, because it comes and goes, and that's where discipline kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
Because discipline is doing things when you don't feel like doing it. And if I could say, if somebody asked me, just give me one thing, I would say, build yourself a structured program. Everything you do with purpose. When you wake up, make your bed, get ready, build a routine, pray, brush your teeth, and make exercise, fitness, whatever it is. Like,
it don't even have to be fake. It could be something else.
Calisthenics, something like that. It doesn't have to be weights, but whatever you do, just make it mandatory. Like, it's like brushing your teeth. You're not gonna say, "Well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna brush my teeth because I don't know." But I mean, maybe there's some
dirty.
There's some people out there like that. But
I mean, yeah,
that's what I'm saying though. Is like kind of make it into a habit,
mm-hmm.
because there's so many people say, "Well, I can't get up and this and that." And I'm like, you know what? Just try it, and pretty soon your body will adapt. and you'll wake up even on your day off. You're gonna wake up at the same time, and you're gonna be
Because
like,
you're so used to waking up.
yep,
Exactly. That's how I was, man. Like,
yeah. It's I get it though. It's hard, but it's like there's probably a backstory in there of why it's hard, and it all goes back to discipline. So people say, "Well, I can't do this. I have this and this and that, and you know why?" And it's like, no, you have a discipline problem. That's what it is, because you can do it, but you're not going to bed when you should. You're probably all out all night partying, and
and
that affects you for two,
and
3 days.
and usually it comes from their childhood. Some people don't have like some people don't have that.
You're right. Yeah.
Such as like a father figure. Like I'm blessed to have my dad here, and I'm really grateful. And whoever has lost their any parent is not like, you know, prayers go out to you. Like God bless, and there is hope, and you can do it. And yeah, but going on what I was saying. What was I saying? Dang,
You're saying about the I said about the discipline. You have the discipline
and
problem.
it ties back to people's childhoods, and like it might have never been like a key thing in your life. Like you weren't taught it, and it wasn't like a regular thing you were used to. And some people have lax families or strict, or it just depends on anybody. And discipline. It's a foundation. And I me and my dad, it's our family, and not even trying to like big up ourselves, but it's some people have it like,
I'm not perfect. I mean,
yeah, no one's perfect.
Every day I have to fight myself.
It's a mental battle.
Yeah, every day.
Definitely a fight. Definitely.
But that's why I do hard things. I do hard things, and everybody can take a lesson from this. Make yourself do hard things, and then it helps. The little things. And then, like, when I go to work, it's like, dude, if I come up with a situation that's hard, well, I'm better equipped because I'm used to putting myself in those uncomfortable,
worse positions,
situations.
Exactly.
And then that's why I did jujitsu, because you want to talk about uncomfortable situations, and you kind of know because of wrestling, but
yeah,
jujitsu with the gi,
and that's submission.
and humbling, and you could This is a whole nother episode you could do, but you talk about suffocation. You could literally be with the gi on top of your face with an inch to breathe, and a lot of people will freak out on that. And but what it does is it gets you get used to being in situations that are uncomfortable, and you don't freak out, and you breathe. Breathing is key. So, and we can learn how to cope. And then once you do, when you go to your regular day, in your job, your school, whatever it is, it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, man.
And
I can't find the comment the guy made, but I'm just kind of paraphrasing it. Well, he was talking about the industry and all that.
I know we kind of got off talking, but like what we're saying is true, and it's like
we just let these things flow. Wait, if it takes us over here, it takes us over here.
Sorry, I keep going away from the mic.
we're not scripting it.
There's no script, man. We're just going. This is just
off the heart. It's off the heart, and we're trying to. We still gotta think about it. We're not gonna just say stuff that is derogatory or
that's not our intention.
Just wrong or slander or negative. We want to help people, so we're doing this. We want to bring value,
hope
out there, and if you watch this, hopefully, I put it in my little Instagram posts all the time. God willing, somebody's life will change for the better,
and that's why we do it. That's why we do this.
I really believe that, and I don't know if you got anything else to add on that, but
no,
we probably should end it here.
Yeah, this was just a quick little thing, you know. We felt like we needed a. Well, really, we were like we were talking about all the little like fitness and stuff and the substances and all that. And we were just like, dude, we should.
Yeah, we were talking about the comment, and the comments what got me going. Like, I
Yeah,
wasn't mad. I was just like,
we were just tying things together and it just.
yeah, I was like, people were saying that, I mean, a certain individual, and I can't, like, the comments will drive you crazy if you take them to heart, but it's not. I mean, everybody's got an opinion, so
It's how you deal with adversity.
yeah, and it's free speech.
Exactly.
So as long as you're not, blatantly trying to, like, cyber bully somebody, I don't care. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's what makes this country great, is freedom of speech. And we got this platform to help others. And hey, we appreciate you guys. And if you know anybody out there that wants to follow us and help us out, we could use subscribers, and we can get up to the point where we can start doing more things and helping. And I do have my Instagram. It's Daddy Rooster 88 Motivate.
Yeah, we'll pop it up right here.
And I post on there daily. Try to
pretty much you post like.
Yeah, and when I work out, I go through and I put stuff on my story. If it's not from me, I'll put somebody else's good words. Just to give a positive mindset before you go to work or something. Because I'm throwing it out there like 5:30, 6 in the morning. And yeah, we're gonna end it here.
Yeah,
I don't want to just keep babbling on.
Yeah, it won't be like my last podcast. I mean,
no, we'll save it. We got more.
We got more.
Let us know,
sure.
man. Let us know if you guys enjoyed it, and we'll definitely make some more. We might be in a different spot because we know we got to move. This spot here is gonna be taken up by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, no problem. We'll do this for you guys. We want to motivate you guys. We want to help you guys out as much as we can. You guys stay blessed. Thanks for watching. We out.
We're out. Peace.